All right, fresh off the AEW tribute to Brodie Lee. Man, I'll tell you, that is I've seen some tributes before, man, but that was got to be one of the best tribute shows, you know, you could ever have. I guess it's one really good, really amazing show. Really loved how they got Brodie Lee's kids involved. Or his oldest son. Got Jericho on the mic tonight. That was fire. And
yeah, that was one of the best tributes I've ever seen.
Oh my God, bro, that was crazy.
I mean, a wreck at this point, and like I said before, you know, I don't even personally know the man. I just looked up to him as a wrestler, as a father. He was just a class act, and they knocked it out of the park tonight. I mean, my God, everything was top notch. Everything they did, even down to the smallest details, were so well thought out and caring, considerate. It was all just very touching.
That was a really good tribute, man. It was like Jericho was hilarious, you know, and good. MJF was savage, which was kind of funny, and
which made that payoff even greater. You know, when you saw that, you knew the kendo stick was coming, but my God, they allowed MJF to be that much of a dastardly evil bastard. So it was perfect.
What a good shot with the cane, with the kendo stick too. That's a great.
He's done that many times before. That's not his first rodeo with the kendo stick.
Yeah.
So they've had him on Dark coming out quite a few times in his Dark Order mask, nailing people with kendo sticks. So.
Right. I mean, he on TV, man. He boom. That kid might be.
And I mean, even thinking back, Eddie Guerrero, Owen Hart, you know, different people's tributes and whatnot. This got me. I think I really lost it when Eric Rowan Redbeard came out.
Oh God, that was the sequence. It was that this not only did Eric Rowan show up, but then after that sequence, you know what went on, and then Brodie's kid getting involved.
Yeah.
So like it was what a build up of stuff to happen to make you go, oh my God, like. You know what I mean? There's people that sent me messages that were like, dude, I'm not a crying type of person. I'm worried about myself tonight. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, man, this ain't, you know, what a show, man. I mean,
stellar.
Like,
I can't give them enough credit. That tweet I sent wasn't, you know, it was as sincere as I could be. I was like, thank you for doing this. Because I was genuine about the Raw review, saying that I thought WWE did well in their respects, but he wasn't an active wrestler there, so they were kind of letting his current company take, you know, the lead.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? You know, they did what they could, and you know, the real thing was, you know, tonight, and so that's this was
exactly. So I thought
the
WWE
people
was
comparing. I don't understand the people comparing it. There's no comparison really. Like it's nothing you can't compare it really. I mean. You know, that's weird to do that. I don't understand people that were comparing the company. You know, it's like a different situation.
Yeah. Exactly.
You shouldn't do that, you know?
No, but thankfully tonight, they recognized his time in Shikara and the Indies with, obviously Eddie and all their stuff, that the rivalry they had. They even, showed photos of his WWE times. They really encapsulated his full career best they could.
The donos haven't started playing, but I do see that ItsBulzie just donated. An 8-year-old can book this show better than Vince McMahon. I do want to say I couldn't figure out. I can't find out a way to donate money to the family or to whatever, because I just haven't figured that out yet. But before I say why I'm saying that, so instead of that, I'm buying Brodie Lee T-shirts for a bunch of people. So, me and Jake are gonna have the Brodie Lee T-shirt, and a few other people are gonna get the Brodie Lee T-shirt. So pretty much,
I actually just bought it. I got a gift card for Christmas.
Well, anyway.
I used it on that.
Well, I'll just send you the money back.
What can I do to support the family? So
just send you the money back, you bum. But no, it's just the people that donate tonight. That way, we'll probably get a similar amount of donations. I'm just gonna buy Brodie Lee T-shirts. So your money, I'll just get. I'm just gonna use that towards
that's
the.
What I was gonna say.
T-shirts.
Best way to do it goes right to the family, and it's a really, really sweet thing for them to do.
And on a separate note, this really doesn't necessarily have to do with. I did hear, Jericho on commentary said we're going to take care of, your family and don't worry. And I thought about when Jericho said that. It brings to mind. I know that I've said this, not to dwell on this, but every single time, almost, a wrestler is injured, hurt, needs surgery, or even a mud show wrestler, wrestling fan type of person who jumps in a ring for the first time for no reason, who breaks his legs and stuff like that. Jericho donates so much money and donates to all these people. Very true. I just want to say, man, that Jericho, it's not talked about a lot, but Chris Jericho is one of the nicest, most giving people in the wrestling business. And nobody talks about it, really, I don't believe. Jericho has probably donated over $500,000 to various wrestlers, situations, and funds over the past at least 5 years that I've seen. And he's always there. And whenever I see a GoFundMe for almost anybody, I see Jericho's always at the top for whatever the amount is. So just, not said a lot. I see it, though. And Jericho, you are a great dude. And I see it all the time. So whatever that means, but good to have him on commentary tonight because he brought the light, or the not levity, but the opposite of levity, right? I guess the jokes,
a bit of brevity with how he was straightforward, but yet was still able to bring that levity. You're right about that, because he was comedic and funny and in character at times, and then at other points he was dead serious and respectful. So it worked out very well.
Right.
He could play the heel role a little bit and talk up the inner circle and the darn kid and things like that. So it was funny.
MJF tweeted out, "Fuck that kid."
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
But MJF is also somebody that's been a huge supporter, I've heard, in the back.
I'm sure they all.
So
yeah,
everybody has been, but he was one of note, and just you won't see him break character, which is great. You don't want to see that.
Where was this one? Where was this when I was 8 years old and my dad died? Nobody.
I know.
I thought WWE was going to sign me, but instead I was just playing with my Goofy doll in the living room. But no, man, it was really good. To do that and to do this, I'm sure the kid, had a fun time tonight in the family. It was probably rough for all of them. It was really rough to watch this show.
Those boots.
My sinuses are jacked up, dude. My sinuses are jacked up. I literally cried 70 times. This, the whole chat was just talking about crying the whole show. And you didn't want to, but dude, now I'd actually felt pretty good last couple of days. I'd been feeling really good. But now because of this show, my whole face and my head, my eyes are stuffy and my face hurts and all kinds of stuff. Because this was just too much, man. It was really rough.
That's why I wanted to message you and be like, "Are you okay?" I wanted to check in on you. I knew this was going to be a hard night.
Well, it's not. Who cares about me? I don't know. I'm fine. Who cares about me?
I care about
What
you.
am I? I didn't
my
know.
friend. That's what.
Well, I mean,
care
worry about that if one of my kids falls off a cliff or something. But I'm, you know what I mean? I'm all right.
I know, but hey, we got to make sure you're hanging in there.
But listen, it was really good. Everything was good. Dude, even the matches were good. I mean, really, what at the beginning really got me with Colt Cabana was just awesome at the beginning. Like, the whole first match.
Spectacular.
That first match was really good.
It was an excellent opening match. Every match tonight was fun and enjoyable in its own way. So right away, they start off with JR saying it's Wednesday. You know what that means. They had the 10-bell salute here that everybody was waiting for. That choked me up right away. And then we saw, his family was obviously there front and center.
By the way, wouldn't it have been a little goofy if you saw people that were complaining about this, if you saw WWE do that, and then these guys did it too? So, like, it was actually better. It was, to be honest, it was better that AEW was the ones that got to do that.
It felt like this is better served for him to have it here, since this is where he last wrestled.
Right. Exactly.
That's how it's supposed to work anyways.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, just because there was people that were, like, ridiculous about this.
That's why they signify, that's the significance of the bell being rung, because they're celebrating, the last time they'll ring the bell in your honor.
Right.
That's the purpose of it. So, that's where he last wrestled. That was his last bell toll. That's where he's supposed to have that service performed.
Right, exactly. Like, and listen, people, you may have trouble getting on the site, but shop AEW tonight. It
took me quite a few tries.
It was hard, bro. This site
it actually never
up.
got me through the checkout, but I got the email that it went through. So just check your
Are
email.
you serious?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
it just sat there loading, but then I got the email that said it went through. So
go check out AEW shop or shopaew.com, I think it is. And tonight, go buy a Brodie Lee t-shirt. I mean, you may not get it for 90 weeks, but it's gonna the money's gonna go to the family. So
we don't know.
I mean, these kids, college funds, much longer would have this guy wrestled and everything. So
I also think that they signed the youngest or the younger son, the older of the two sons, obviously the young boy, to an AEW contract at such a young age as a way to support the family. I think that was their intention, because then if they have him as a signee, then they can pay the mom, through that contract. I said maybe that's why they did it in this way, but it is a neat thing for them to do. They honored him with the TNT title tonight. That was a beautiful, touching moment. They retired his boots in the ring. They really did a lot for the family. So it's just a great outpouring of support and respect.
That was a rough thing to watch, I got to tell you. We were in the chat.
So brutal.
I mean, I would say, I'm not, you don't put anybody's life up against anybody else's life, but at this time of year, what went on with everybody, with Larry Funk just passing away, everything else going on. Owen Hart was rough. Eddie Guerrero was rough. Chris Benoit was shocking. But this is on that list of short list to me of, this is super shocking, sad. And this has to be probably one of the best tributes, like you said, that we've ever seen to anybody.
Absolutely, and he wanted it to be kept a secret. That was something that was a really important thing to John, to Brodie. He said it time and time again. He did not want anyone to know about his illness. He did not want it to be something that was in the public eye. He didn't want photos of him to leak or anything like that, because he didn't want anyone to remember him that way. He had a feeling that this would be something fatal, and from the get-go, I guess, and this is just not something that he wanted him to be remembered by whatsoever. So I am happy that none of this leaked out to the dirt sheets, to the news, to that they were able to keep it under wraps, but that made the final telling of this even sadder. So
yeah, this was rough, man, to watch. It was just such a sudden shock. We went from where is he? We haven't seen him on BTE. We haven't seen him on TNT Dynamite. Where's he been? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he passed away, and it just was still shocking. Still doesn't feel real. I think that it's very interesting to me that we didn't pick up on this too, because when I went back and looked at all his social media being cut off in October, it was like, man, I can't believe that we didn't pick up, like, get a little more like, wait a minute, like, what's going on? We did say,
we even heard it once that he might be sick, and then we heard nothing about it. So we're like, oh, that's not it. He's supposedly injured.
right.
That was what we had heard. Reported multiple.
Do we even
times.
know if the regular injury at first was a real injury, or that was all just part of it? The whatever he's got.
I think that was part of just the whatever. I think it was just a way to write him off and kind of keep people from asking too many questions.
Right. Well, I'm looking at the chat now. So yeah, the only thing I can think to do with the donation stuff is just to buy T-shirts. So I don't know, man. I bought a couple of T-shirts, and like I said, shopaew.com. Go buy the T-shirt. I think it's a great T-shirt too. I like that Exalted in Heaven. Like that T-shirt's pretty good anyway. I like that. I like the T-shirt. So good job. That's gonna crush.
Yeah, it's a great look too. It's something that you would want to wear. It's always unfortunate when you do these charity things and you have something that just is not something people want to advertise or put on their shirts. It's so thankfully this is a really nice design and something that people would be proud to wear. So
yeah,
it's a great piece of merch.
Can't wait to wear this. Wish I wasn't wearing it, but wish it wasn't that way. But we'll see what happens.
Super Chat Party.
Here comes Royal Thomas.
I backhand. Rip Brodie.
A little Dark Order action going on the donation. Thank you, Royal Thomas, for the $9.99 Super Chat Party. On a Wednesday night, that's a different review tonight. A little bit. We're gonna get into at some point in a few minutes here, we'll talk a little bit more about what happened tonight and how you guys felt about it. I thought Cody also looked like a star tonight as well. WWE, talk about missing the boat. That guy is just the best thing. He's my favorite thing going in wrestling.
So damn good.
Everybody else looked great, tonight.
They made everybody look great tonight. Everybody had a moment or a segment or some way to shine. Even if they lost the match, they still had a moment in said match that made them look good. Everybody got in some offense. It was just
Super
excellent.
Chat Party.
We're going to talk about next week's matchups too.
Let the small stuff rub off because you might miss someone you love.
Thanks, Royal Thomas. Another donation, man. Thank you, bro. It really is, man. We're seeing left and right people get sick and just stuff like that. And I'll tell you what, man, I left the show tonight like about 5 times to go see my kids. I couldn't deal with it. I had to go see my kids. It's 5 times left the show.
Yeah, no doubt. And then plus I appreciate, you covering the news obviously earlier today about his wife having to kind of attack people coming up with theories and these kind of, COVID suspicions and things of that nature.
Which I understand why they did, but it's weird that they made such a big thing out of it. I get it, though. I get what they were, I get what was going on, but it's too bad that she responded to that. I just feel like it's such a ridiculous thing.
Yeah, she's going through so much.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Damn it, you stop cutting onions. That hit the feels. Opening had me going. Eddie's comments hit close to home as someone said similar to me when my pop died at his funeral. Awesome tribute how they are supposed to go. R.I.P. Brodie Lee.
Fade to black. Thank you, Fade to black.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
This ain't about ratings. This ain't about what score it is out of 10. This is about respecting Joe Huber, dedicated wrestler and father figure, and his loving family. Gonna buy that merch to support Brodie Jr. for sure.
Yeah, man. Pretty much dead on Ed's View. Thank you, Ed's View, for the $3. And yeah, man, go buy the shirt. It's gonna go all the way to Japan. All the way to Japan, to Ed's View's house. Oh man, his kid did such a good job too, and looks like a real intense guy.
Yeah.
Oh, but look, here's some intensity from the Road Dogg. Look at this. Oh, what kind of disgusting thing to see is this on the celebration of Brodie Lee? What is this?
My name's Road Dogg, do you like my cock?
Oh no.
You're gonna like it a lot. My name's Road Dogg, do you like my cock? Joe Cronin, your blocks. My name's Road Dogg, do you like my cock? Joe Cronin, your blocks.
As a wrestling show was a solid 9, but as a tribute show to the legacy of Brodie Lee 10/10ths you did a fantastic job all around. I absolutely lost it when Eric Rowan shopped up with the sign. Brodie Lee Jr. probably had the greatest night of his life.
Well, I don't know about that, but he had a fun night. He had a fun night. It's better than it could have been. I'll tell you that. Soundwave 92, and thank you for the $32.
What else we got?
Oh! I will use that money towards my Brodie Lee t-shirts that I'll be buying, and I'll be giving a couple away, by the way.
Bit of the bubbly. That's it.
If you couldn't get one.
Probably the first and only time I have ever had tears in my eyes when it comes to wrestling 10/10ths. God damn, that was just too fucking good.
Thank you so much, Dunkachino, for the donation. It wasn't even the Dunkachino donation, but Dunkachino, man, thank you so much. What was that, baby?
I'm going to bed. Can I say goodnight?
To who?
Scrunchie came. My scrunchies came.
I'm glad your scrunchies came, honey. Hang on a minute. Let me just... Hold on a minute. All right, come give me a hug and say goodnight.
Night, night, Daddy.
Good night, night.
Can I say goodnight?
All right, say goodnight.
Night, night.
All right. I love
Night.
you. Thank you for saying goodnight to me. All right. All right. Give me 5. All right, good night, sweetie. Say goodnight to your brother for me. Oh, he is? All right, well, I'll see him in the morning then if he's already asleep. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see him then maybe. Okay. Invaded by the children. Let me play a couple more real quick, and we're gonna get into next week's booking next week too, because next week is night number 1 and night number 2 of this New Year's Bash. That looks like it's
going to be exciting. Snoop Dogg is still going to be this upcoming week. It's not pushed to week 2 as originally was reported, so that's good.
Oh wow, okay. Look out!
And Pro Wrestling Tees tweeted out that they already broke the shirt sold record less than 2 hours after.
Oh my God!
I mean, that's crazy. So
didn't they just break the record?
They less than 30 days after Sting beat their record for most shirts sold in 24 hours. Mr. Brodie Lee broke that record before the end of Dynamite after less than 2 hours of it being on sale.
That is crazy. Listen, I will tell you, I've never seen the website that's like slowed and frozen. I've never seen it. Never seen it.
I couldn't even get a final checkout confirmation until I got the email. That's how slow the site was. But that's amazing to see them getting that support. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Ryan, for letting us know that.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. Just absolutely crazy. And I bought 2 T-shirts so far, Brodie Lee, and we're gonna buy more. So it's gonna be a lot of T-shirt sales going on. So many T-shirt sales going on. Crazy stuff, man. But it's just I mean, that's good news for the fam, right? Because it's all going to the fam, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's great news for them. That makes me thrilled. It really is. It is overwhelming. I love when positive comes out of negative. That's for sure.
Well, I remember that sometimes like people do like 10% goes to the whatever, and it's like, forget that. But when it's like the whole amount, then it's a lot better.
It says all proceeds from this shirt. So
that's crazy, and
that's huge.
I hope Pro Wrestling. So wait a minute. Now is Shop AEW? Is that AEW's own shop, and then also it's on Pro Wrestling Tees, or is Pro Wrestling Tees handle all of AEW's merch?
I don't know if they handle all of their merch. They might. That's a good question.
They've gotta, because why would they? How could they be tweeting about like, oh, this is the record? What?
I bought it off of Shop AEW, not Pro Wrestling Tees, but I believe it linked to them through Shop AEW. I think that was the case. because
Okay.
The email was
So really, it's Pro Wrestling Tees that does all the shirts.
Yeah, I believe that's got to be the case.
I did not know that. Okay,
I was not aware.
I knew they had
for the Sting, and I wasn't sure if they just had like a deal with Sting at that time, but
yeah, I knew they had a deal with Pro Wrestling Tees. So like we knew that they had this relationship. They've always had it and whatever. But you would have thought that. I just wasn't sure that they would have the same. I didn't know that it was the same thing. So but that's really good news. So
yeah,
crazy.
I'm glad that it sold so highly so quick. That's amazing.
What the fuck? I don't know. What someone just sent me something. I'm not sure what it means. Send me more of that. I don't know. I can't really say it. New record. Most shirts sold in 24 hours. Pro Wrestling Tees. So yeah, I assume that. Fuck, I'll just buy it everywhere. I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah,
but
I both go to the family. No matter what, both of them. AEW shop, Pro Wrestling Tees work together. They have separate merchandise as well. I'm pretty sure, not 100%. Gargle says that makes sense. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods tweeted out saying that was a fantastic way to say goodbye. Kevin Owens said that was wonderful. So it's great to see WWE wrestlers respond to AEW as well and pay their respects.
Well, I'm sure they were all watching. Like,
they all tuned in. It seems like.
This was their night to watch
their
friend too.
NXT was good at all. I imagine this show is going to get really solid ratings. I'm sure.
Oh my God, yeah. I feel like I had a lot of people that said this is the first time watching AEW. You know what I mean?
I've had a couple say that they usually watch NXT and we're going and watching AEW tonight just because.
Yeah, definitely.
That's powerful.
I know that it's not about ratings at all tonight, but it is an interesting.
No, it's certainly not.
So many
it would
people.
Be a nice response to the support. It would show everyone kind of coming together for a like-minded cause.
Bro, I think I can't even imagine what the number on this T-shirt sale is going to do tonight. I don't know what their numbers are. I don't know what the top selling shirt ever has been or is, but the numbers first night sold, or we've broken that record. Think about that. I mean, that's insane. So like the amount of shirts that are being sold. I mean, I'm willing to bet that we're in the 500,000 territory.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Drew Bar bought his. Sith Neegan, I've seen a few people in chat go ahead and say that they've already bought theirs as well. So that's great.
That's crazy. I mean, that's wonderful.
That's amazing. Those kids, his wife, that's the heartwarming piece of all this.
Because I'll tell you what, that's what it's all about. T-shirt sales. Damn it. That's if you know anything about wrestling, damn it, it's the damn T-shirt sales. Do you know how many T-shirts I sold? 90. That's how many I sold total once. I once sold 90 T-shirts. That's it. We might be looking at 500,000 here for Brodie Lee.
Hopefully.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, realistically, I would say like, I would say like 50,000 to 100,000. But I mean, I'm serious. Maybe.
No, I could see 100,000 being sold. Jimmy just said that this was his first time watching AEW tonight. Matt's gonna buy his Monday. Yeah, GMTA Entertainment said they're buying theirs now. That's great.
Well, who knows, man? Who knows? Boom.
I'm so glad that so many people are supporting. So John Moxley in the pre-tape that they had was excellent. I'm glad that they kept certain people away like Kenny Omega and Moxley. At least Moxley was able to speak his mind. And, they kind of protect Kenny's image right now, which is smart, but he's still been able to pay his respects.
Yeah, they're just building this legitimacy of this character. If he comes out there and starts, it's just crying. It's already hard enough to get him, over.
Schleppy just bought his as well. Thank you, Schleppy.
What up, Schleppy?
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys. Everybody, man, I'm sure they're so thankful that you bought his T-shirt. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Instead of donating to me tonight, just buy his T-shirt instead. Buy Brodie Lee's T-shirt tonight. Don't donate to me, and buy Brodie Lee's T-shirt. And otherwise, I've already bought 3. I bought 3 now, so we got 3. We'll maybe get more. So, and I'll be honest, I bought a sweatshirt too.
There you go.
I had to get it. I need a sweatshirt. So I bought a $30 sweatshirt too. So thank you, AEW.
They have great choices.
Yeah,
Can't deny that. They have a lot of good merch.
right.
So then they kick off the night with Matt Hardy and Private Party taking on Boom Boom, Colt Cabana, and the Young Bucks. This was a hell of a match. Really good match. I'm not always crazy about the Young Bucks style, but that was kind of kept to a minimum in this for the most part. And I felt like they really had a really good 6-man tag. There was quite a few good, exciting moments. Matt got to shine for a bit as well, especially like, his own little twist of fate and then tagging in Colt. You saw that kind of reversal go on with Matt Jackson. That was a fun moment. Seeing Colt Cabana hit the Chicago skyline, that was good. I haven't seen that in ages. And, the Superman for the pin is always funny. So I really like this match as a whole. They allow the Acclaim to come out and just start to cut their rap, and then SCU continues their feud. Smart there to keep everything going. And I also want to mention too, I really love the fact that they kept with bringing the Dark Order out every time together as a unit. No matter who was coming out, I like that they still always keep to the theme of they all come together to, for the ring entrance.
Yeah, it was
Especially
cool.
Tonight, it was great, because even though it happened multiple times, it was excellent to see it that way.
Yeah, it was good to see all those guys, keep coming out in the theme. And we talked about how Brodie was so good at being this badass, man. But then at the same time, he had this huge comedy act that he could do too. I mean, he was all over, man. Jericho told a good story at one point. That was nice. Just so many good tributes tonight. What happened after that Colt Cabana match? Because I'm trying to remember everything now. But that I really loved that first match. I actually liked the first match so much. Aside from the sequence that ends up happening with Brodie's son, who hits MJF in the head, that was also my favorite thing. But
that was great.
That first match was just a really good opening match. I really liked that match.
It really was just top to bottom action, excitement. And everyone got a nice bit of time to showcase themselves in every match, as I said, but, especially that opening. Next up, we had Stu Grayson and Evil Uno and Lance Archer. Lance Archer coming out dressed as Luke Harper. Excellent tribute there. That was really touching, obviously, because they have a history together, too. They took on the team of Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade. Eddie comes out, and they allowed the heels to still be heels. He played his played to the audience in the sense of he cut his original tribute, said that I love you, Brodie, and I miss you, and then he's like, now that the niceties are out of the way, Dark Order's nothing without you, and I'm going to prove it. And I was like, yes, build heat, because everyone being so emotional, you're going to root. You're going to see the audience cheer for both sides. So I'm glad that they were able to let the heels be heels and generate that kind of heat so that the crowd could get behind the Dark Order side more. It just made the win of the Dark Order's team each time more of a special moment because of that. So, hey, Shell brought another shirt as well. That's great. Thank you, Shell. You guys are killing it, I'm telling you. So this match, a lot of fun. Butcher and Blade both. Well, first I want to say Blade went ahead and had a really cool moment with Lance Archer where he went ahead and Archer just brutalized him, threw him around the ring, but he tried to chop Lance in the beginning and he hits him a few times and Lance no-sells it and then throws Blade
That was
around
hilarious. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was just enjoyable. And then he does the crossbody onto Blade and damn near knocked his lights out at one point. Archer hit him with full force like a big rig Mack truck. It was just really, really impressive. And Lance Archer looked great, but so did Evil Uno and Stu here. So I liked everything that they had in this match as well. It was perfect timing. The right team won. And then, obviously, Jake Roberts getting the arm clothesline, the move he invented at the end was awesome. That was great to see him get in, a little bit of a scuffle, too.
Well, I got to tell you, Jake, not to derail from what you're saying, but I was just looking at this T-shirt and thinking about all the orders going in tonight. And I'll tell you what, man, somewhere in fucking China, there's like fucking 17 kids who are like scrambling right now to find more purple ink. Okay, to sell.
Yeah,
to
they're
sell.
working to fix and cool down their print machines.
I know they're made in Chicago, but here's the thing. They're running out of ink, bro. They're ordering that ink from over somewhere in China, probably, and these people are looking to kill some more octopuses. There's some more octopus deaths that are going to be happening in the next couple of weeks because they're going to have to get some ink, bro. They're running out of purple and gold right now. Purple and gold is going up in price in China right now. There's about 1 million of these shirts going off the racks tonight. Unbelievable. Anyway, continue.
No, they definitely are going to run out of all of those designs. I'm telling you, they're going to have to restock.
Listen,
everything.
they're made in Chicago, but they don't get the ink from Chicago. I'm telling you, the fucking ink is just. There's some weird deals being made on the black market right now to print the rest of these T-shirts.
And yeah, it was funny to see Jake go ahead and need, obviously
Jake
going
the
back and get
Snake.
some oxygen after that. But seeing him hit that clothesline was a fun moment.
Yeah,
I did mark
dude.
out for that.
We got to see Jake Roberts. I mean, we got to see him attacked one week, which was kind of cool too. But tonight to see him like, oh man, that clothesline, short clothesline. I loved that move, man. When I was a kid, one of my favorite things, man. Jake Roberts has like 4 moves, and they're all amazing.
Yeah, so damn good. And then we had another video package afterwards, and it was another one that really.
Joe White, wait a minute. I just could address this. Somebody just said, Joe, why didn't you order the Kobe Bryant T-shirt? Because Kobe Bryant's family's rich, so it's okay. It was. I didn't need to.
He needs it.
Listen, as much as I was sad about Kobe, I'm still a Celtics fan. Okay, his family's rich. All right, he was going to be okay.
I mean, they said Brodie was smart with his money, but
yeah, I'm sure he has some money.
I don't think Vince was ever paying him that much.
Yeah, I'm sure he's. I mean, no,
I
but
know
I'm sure
he
he's
was
okay.
paid well, but he was never making top tier money like he should have been, like he could have been.
Yeah,
you and I have said for years, especially when he had the IC title, that was such a mark out moment for him, and everything past the, his win there. Being with the Authority, he had it made, and I don't know why Vince always saw him as a tag team guy.
Right? Yeah, we saw
every
him.
time. He
was good though.
Run,
but
we'd see him put back as a tag team guy.
I'm shocked, man. I mean, I really am shocked about that. The guy was clearly should have been a guy like you just saw him in like ladder match, WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Belt. That's what you. Like those are like cage
him destroying
matches.
Dean Ambrose's spine, and they said now recently talking about stuff. Moxley was saying how when Ambrose was put through that ladder, the only person he trusted to do it was Luke Harper. He said, "I would not have done that spot had it have been anybody else putting me through. He is the only one that I trusted, and the only one that I knew could hit that gnarly of a spot and wouldn't make me dead." So he put his life in his hands, and Vince actually thought that Dean had broken his neck or killed himself in that landing, and he jumped out of his chair at WrestleMania because of it. So that's a cool story to hear now. But, still, people just trusted their lives in his hands because they knew he was that great. And hearing this now, I hate that it's in memoriam, and we didn't get to see him as a world champion. We fought back when Randy Orton was the champion, and Luke Harper was face. We wanted him in the WrestleMania, match, and then we wanted it to be a triple threat, and that didn't happen, unfortunately. Then they had the Bludgeon Brothers start, not long after that. So,
yeah. So Pro Wrestling Tees tweeted out shopaew.com. So yeah, it's definitely Pro Wrestling Tees handling the production of the tees, and AEW. So AEW just has a deal with them, like hey, you guys get 25% of everything, or you guys get 30% of everything. And you guys make our tees, and that's it. And so that's probably the deal, or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why. And of course, it's great promotion for Pro Wrestling Tees because everybody that goes over to buy anything ever from AEW, it's going to Pro Wrestling Tees is producing it and creating it. So, great stuff for really everybody, man. And what a company the Pro Wrestling Tees is. And I want to thank them for they still contact me about their sales and specials and things they're doing and how we can talk about them.
They do a lot of good. They really do.
And we don't talk about them enough. But I mean, and I still have a T-shirt over there, which is crazy. I'm past the ability to like have my T-shirt on there, and they still left it up for me. So that was nice of them too, because I haven't put any new content up there. But because I went over to the Teespring place, but I appreciate it, man. They've been good, and let's play a couple more donos here real quick before we go on.
Yeah, let's catch up.
Super chat party.
I've never cried before for a wrestler. This hurt me in a different way. You did the most perfect tribute I've ever seen. Love you, Joe and Jake.
Hey, thanks, Abdul, man, for the $4.99. Appreciate it. How are you, man? Yeah, it was definitely rough, man. It was weird. Like, it was weird that it was so rough. Sometimes things happen, you hold it in, or you don't even, you go, God damn, this is sad, but whatever, But this really, like, I've done that before, too, where, like, something happens and other people are sad, and I'm like, yeah, but, it's not affecting me like that, but it is sad. Like, man, it's sad. Wow. But like, no, man, I'm actually affected, and I can't hold it. I'm trying to hold it in. I like to hold things in, but it wasn't happening tonight for me. I must have busted up about 6 times. You know what I mean? And I never even met the guy once or did an interview with him. Nothing. Never even saw it, ever.
Super chat.
Mad respect to AU to recognize Brodie Lee's legacy.
Really cool, man. What a show. What a tribute. Something his kids can watch forever. His wife, his kids, they can all remember forever and watch this forever. He would have loved it, I think.
Give it a hell yeah!
And that's it.
Also that opening with the 10-bell salute, seeing his kids and wife and Mox's words, Jesus that started the waterworks. Redbeard showing up was so great, and everything in that. Bryce Remsburg worked with Brodie in Chikara BTW. Hit him hard.
Man, yeah, it did. It really did. And listen, I always say this, but I lost my dad at 8 years old. Never forget being at the funeral, dude. That funeral, I still can't deal with funerals to this day. That reminded me of that. That probably bothered me too, man. That was, see those kids? It's a wreck.
Here we go. Oh, no.
An 8-year-old booked a better show than Vince McMahon.
Yeah, right? Bulzie, a lot of people said that, dude. This kid booked a better show than Vince. I mean, how messed up is it? You know what I mean? A show like this, usually you kind of remember the crying and that it happened. Like, you remember the Stone Cold beer clink to Owen, and you remember everybody crying over Benoit or Eddie, and it's like, but this show tonight, like, I'll never forget what a complete tribute it was. Like, it was,
yeah,
wow.
That's the thing. They really had a stellar, standout, full-on tribute show.
Right.
And not to say that the others previous to this weren't good, but it's just something about this. It was just so touching.
It felt like super personal, everybody.
That hit hard. R.I.P. Brodie, what a great tribute.
Yes. Thank you, Ronald Ginsberg, for the donation, man.
The video package that they had with Arn Anderson, and then Dax was there, and then Bryce Remsburg was crying and saying how they always shared stories and talking about family, and they finally that killed me. And I started crying again. And I was like, "Oh Jesus, this is just such a hard night to get through." And when they came back from that, they had Hangman Page's music hit, and then I just welled up with tears again because I knew John Silver was coming out. And he's just been devastated with all of this. And they did a great job with this match. Obviously, those three taking on the Inner Circles, MJF, Santana, and Ortiz. Stellar matchup. They started off with a nod to Brodie, the papers.
Tonight's was one of the most emotional tribute episodes of a wrestling show that I've ever seen. The moment that hit me really hard was John's son setting his boots down in the middle of the ring, and I cried like a fucking baby. Rest in peace, Brodie, heart.
Yeah, man, John Huber, what a tribute. The kids getting able to do this. Obviously, his other son's like 2, but luckily they're at the beginning there with them. And it just, oh man, it messes me up that kid doesn't know his dad enough yet. Like, he should have known him.
I think he's 4, but still.
Oh, is he 4? Okay. Oh my God. Well, Finn's 4, dude. That's wicked sad. My son's 4. I got 4, 6, and 11. Like, that's. Oh man.
Here we go.
I believe that was said. I could be off.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Oh no.
AU at least cares about their wrestlers, unlike WWE. Cough cough umoga.
Umaga, yeah. ItsBulzie, thank you for the $5. Yeah. Some of the way that they handle things can be callous, you know.
And also, CM Punk donated his merch sales all to Brodie Lee's family. As
yeah,
well,
right.
so.
A week, like days ago, or a week, or
yeah,
right
he did that
happened.
immediately as soon as it happened. So
right,
there was somebody else that did that as well. I'm trying to.
It's just too bad nobody's buying CM Punk shirts. That's the problem.
Well, a lot of people, I guess, did start buying them once that was announced.
Yeah, I bet they did. Yeah, I'm kidding, but yeah, I thought about it.
But before that, I don't know.
Oh, what a stunner! I can't believe it! Steve Austin's here! Oh, and he stunned Santa Claus straight to hell! I can't believe that Stone Cold stunner to Santa Claus!
Take that, you son of a bitch! You Saint Nick! You piece of trash! Oh, hell!
I can't believe that
Stone Cold! Steve Austin is the only Santa these son of a bitches need.
Great tribute show for Brodie.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my good friend took his own life on Christmas Eve, so was death a cry fest for me tonight. Thanks for the laughs, Joe. Your podcast makes things just a little bit better, and condolences to Brodie's and Bryant's family.
Good God, man. Sam Skyrider, I'm sorry about your friend, bro. Christmas Eve? What the hell, bro? I'm sorry, dude. I hope you're okay, man. That's crazy. That the amount of misery this year, like, for people is, I mean, and I'm not even close to anything. I'm just in the house. But what some of you guys are dealing with out there, I mean, Jesus Christ. What some of you guys are dealing with, bro, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. That's awful, man. I hope you're all right, bro. That's wicked terrible. What a just bad year.
It's been so hard for everybody. The mental health part of it has been ignored heavily, you know, and there's that stigma, and people have a hard time, you know, opening up, and they need to talk.
Here we go.
Gotta open up.
Oh, no.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Should always be a used catchphrase in memory of John.
Let me see who that was. Gabriel Torres, thank you. Man, I loved I loved when I read his you know what that means tweets.
Oh yeah, always funny. And Larry on Instagram, you know, he's always had his little shticks that he stuck with, and that's why everybody always said he was such a ball buster, but in a fun way in the back that made everybody just have fun. Everybody smiled. And it's been the worst year for a lot of people, and that's why I really hope everybody has a really better 2021.
Well done, AU. I haven't cried since 2003 when my daughter's twin died, but you know what, we black people usually have a party after someone dies. Let's get froggy. Oh no, I puked.
Oh yeah, baby. AJ Adams, drink it up, baby.
That's right, you got to celebrate and live it up.
Yeah, man.
Giving a fuck, living life in the fast lane.
I got to man, you know what? I got all jacked up earlier tonight, but I was drinking caffeine again. I'm starting to think the caffeine is what jacks me up, because I
told you the other day you should lay off caffeine. And
you're not kidding, dude. I had a whole thing of tea.
Of it.
I had a cup of tea, and then an hour later I had a whole coffee, and then I started getting like panicky, and I'm like, oh my God, and part of it is the caffeine.
Dr. Jake yet again.
Vince, you are a disgrace to the whole fucking wrestling community.
Oh.
I don't care if Brodie was with AU, he deserved more than a flash of a pic. SMFH him really hating WWE.
Yeah, the hate for WWE is real tonight. I can see it on Twitter. I don't know why, but I mean,
it's just because this was such a stellar tribute that it feels like WWE flipped them off, you know, by comparison. But I don't feel that way. That's how it's being treated. I personally feel like WWE did, you know, a decent job by his name, because they knew AEW was going all out. I think they would have done more. They still apparently have video testimonials being recorded for SmackDown. That was what was being reported anyways. So
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm actually kind of glad that AEW got to be the ones to give him the real, the
Yeah, like you said, if they did the 10-bell salute last and Raw, it wouldn't have worked.
Finally, Brodie Lee Jr. books better matches than Vince McMahon and any fucking WWE right now. Future Paul fucking Heyman, folks. That's my prediction for this kid. A great booker.
Right. I think this kid, whatever he does, looks like he's so full of energy and excitement and enthusiasm. He's going to have his problems too with the thinking about it and all that. I mean, like, that's kind of what I did. I put it aside. So this kid's going to benefit from having this wrestlers and stuff to hang out with him.
Since I am being silenced by the chat, Larry was a hillbilly white cracker, no life loser. He was the worst part of 2020. Thank God he died. I was the best part of 2020. Ballsy for 300. Hashtag Larry Funktard.
Wow, real heel move there.
That's messed up. That is some MJF type of stuff. Wow. Ballsy, wow. Wow. That is rough. And he's the king of the wheel for this week, too.
I know. We have to praise him as the king.
Unbelievable. But, I mean, Ballsy even blocked Larry Funk's nephew on Twitter and then reported his tweets.
Jesus, Ballsy.
Super chat.
There's no line too far.
Like, he reported his
losing.
tweets.
Start winning. Join the Dark Order.
I love Branulus. Thanks, Branulus. Oh, man. That's rough. Wow, the chat is going off now.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just
available at shopaew.com right now. Brodie Lee, the money goes to the family. Buy the t-shirt now.
Out of your face.
Was it a long-term illness? If so, what causes someone to be ill and then die in a month? The show was great. Silver is a star. Jericho is a wrestling angel. Rest in power, John.
Unfortunately, it was about almost 2.5 months, 3 months almost. So nearly 3 months that he dealt with this. Timothy Fair, thanks for the $10. And yeah, we don't know, man. Some people were throwing out little ideas of issues that they've known people have had in the past, but
yeah,
they don't know.
I wish we picked up on it sooner or had known.
Yeah, they have no idea, and that's what even the wife they don't know. He's going to have to.
Yeah, they don't know what specifically happened. They just don't have answers. They got tested for COVID, dozens of times, and it wasn't COVID.
Super chat party.
Love and respect to Brodie and the fam. You did it right. F you world. Shame on you for taking Brodie Lee.
Yeah, it is. It is a wreck, man. I mean,
it's always so.
There's no God. That's why.
Defeating to see someone who's such a, as a wrestler, he's such a strong man and a big guy. And then I know you don't want that to be his final image. I get why that was so important to him, because he is so, defeated and in a bed, not able to breathe on his own. That's terrible. And to see someone so strong beforehand be taken down, it's so hard to mentally deal with. I'm so glad though that his family's well taken care of. That's a worry for people when you have a family. What happens if I'm not here? And thankfully he was such an amazing person that he doesn't have to worry.
Shit bomb.
My only interaction with Mr. Brodie Lee was a few years ago and a live event. He was wrestling Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title. He had Dean down and was in front of me, did his Harper yell thing and shook my hand. Thank you, Brodie.
Dark Orders 23 Mocks MTG. Thanks for the $5. Becoming a $5 ship bum. We got. Luckily, I saw him live several times.
Yeah, we saw him together. And, always good.
Yeah,
the reaction we really was always a pop for the Wyatt family, especially.
I'll never forget Boston at the Money in the Bank.
Oh,
good
a
stuff.
little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
There. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
This is beyond the point. With this much public showing, I can see this show breaking 1 mil. I bought me a shirt, wish I knew how to do more.
Firebird87, thank you, man, for supporting me, being a producer on my Patreon. And by the way, guys, check out the Patreon tonight if you can. This is the time to get back up on there. Got to put it over. But listen, if the show did do that, that'd be incredibly insane. Like after Sting, you know, I mean, I don't want to. I'll be, you know, I'm not. That'd be crazy.
Chat party.
Mo Camara.
Vince would never do something like this for Brodie Lee. All they did was show a graphic for 1 second and that's it. SMH.
Well, I mean, you know,
They did
I
the
don't
opening
know.
tribute to him. They showed the graphic. They allowed the wrestlers to have, you know, like different tights for some people that, you know, they wore his colors, and other people made reference to him. You know, like Alexa Bliss did the yeah. So did obviously Drew, and he made, you know, a direct
But in the
opening
past,
reference.
other wrestlers, they dedicated whole shows to them. So like, they were in the company. So when the wrestlers were in the WWE, they did a whole show based on the memory of the wrestler.
And
So,
WWE's also not
Vince does
acknowledged
care.
people's death before at all. We've seen that happen where
Yes.
they've just overlooked it. You know, you look at Test, you look at Umaga. There's others I can't think of off the top of my head.
I
but
still can't believe
I was
the
looking for
Umaga
examples yesterday. Yeah, and they just ignore people
Shit
entirely.
bomb.
So it's happened.
Yeah, I mean, those times I would criticize. I'm not worried about what WWE's doing. They did something, you know, the wrestlers made mention to them. They showed
Yeah.
a graphic. You know, we've seen, like you said, other people that didn't get that. So whatever.
Exactly.
You know, I'm more concerned with AEW and his family and what they did tonight. Like, that's all I cared about. I saw what WWE did when, yeah, it makes sense what they, you know.
I mean, if you think about it, even though he was currently active with AEW.
Sir Huggington's, thank you, Sir Huggington's. I'm sorry. He didn't
Yes,
say anything. But
thank you.
$5 shit bum, Sir Huggington's. Kisses. That'll go towards a t-shirt.
You would almost not assume, but or expect, but in a way, he was with WWE for so long, they should be taking care of his family. And it's nice that AEW stepped up so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. Like if one of us was Vince, like that guy's family would be getting 10 mil, you know, or whatever. Maybe not 10 mil, but, but you know,
They'd be helped.
they'd be helped.
They wouldn't be worried about his burial or anything.
And my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
For some more shirts. And the fact that Redbeard showed up. We were so close to Redbeard and Harper in the Indies. Rest in peace, John.
PA the Baker, man. Thank you so much, dude. I'm sorry, man. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, we're going to pick up some Brodie Lee t-shirts. Get those Brodie Lee t-shirts. And then anybody who wasn't able to get one, hopefully we can give a couple away whenever they come in. And yeah, we'll give a couple away on the shows, on the AEW reviews in the future in 2021. So if you couldn't get one and you're out of money and whatever else, you know, we'll try to, you know, give one away a week or something like that. I don't know. But so I'll just use the donation money tonight to do that. Thank you guys for donating. Or if you don't want to, if you want to just buy a t-shirt on shopaew.com, all the proceeds go to Brodie Lee's family, and they have broken the record of t-shirt sales. Unbelievable.
Already in 2 hours. Incredible.
Right.
But yeah, thankfully, you know, he was there only a few months. We forgot that he came in, you know, the end of March. He hasn't been there in AEW that long. And they really, to do everything they did tonight, and then for his family, sign his son, it just shows how that company treats everyone like a family, it seems.
Right.
And when you do look back, I mean, you think about it, they have had issues with other people, and they didn't fire Sammy. They could have pulled the full SJW thing, and, you know, we were pissed that he got in trouble at all, but thankfully he still got a job. He's still being pushed on TV. He's still not, you know, hiding in the back, as where WWE would probably have just had him chase the 24/7 title and never be seen again. You know, they I forget. Oh, I'm so terrible with names. The hardcore wrestler, the one with the staple gun. Oh my god.
Like Sandman or somebody, or like who are you talking about?
No. Jimmy Havoc. There we go.
Jimmy Havoc from AEW. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was reading
when
something.
they had to when they had to let him go. You know, it reached a point where it was just, you know, too much, too many times. But they had problems with him continuously with fights and other issues in the back. But it seems like at least they seem to take care of people well, and they're doing right by their talent so far.
Right.
Tonight is certainly evidence of that. So MJF, Santana Ortiz, MJF is obviously just brutal. He's got the Puerto Rican themed wrestling trunks on. He's got the headband that goes out to Proud and Powerful. He's really kissing their ass.
Right.
And I mean, we did see him pay respect to, who was it, Santana's grandfather that passed away?
Yes.
Or family member that passed away?
Yeah. He was like,
And
I lost your, we both lost family members, or it was something like that.
And MJF lost his grandfather, who he was very, very close to, and that was very hard for him. So he paid respect, and since then he's been like kissing their ass, but also being, respectful in the same same ilk. So it's been entertaining, and it's an interesting story aspect to the Inner Circle. It's fun because he's still a dick, but then he's being this, compatriot, and it's entertaining with him. So Hangman, Alex Reynolds, John Silver, right off the bat, they whip out the papers and start to attack their, the heels in the match. This is after MJF is talking trash at Brodie Jr. I really liked this match as well. Again, it was a fun match. Obviously, the big payoff was seeing MJF get hit in the head with the kendo stick by Brodie Jr. after he took his mask off. And then the second highlight was Eric Redbeard, obviously Eric Rowan, who was Luke Harper's forever tag team partner in WWE, both in the Wyatt family and the Bludgeon Brothers. He shows up to save the day, and it was just a real special moment afterwards. He holds up a sign that says, "Goodbye for now, brother. See you down the road." And that was really very sweet and touching. And obviously Silver breaks down crying, and from there it was really, super emotional. And I'm even after that, it was hard on the feels because Eddie Kingston had his tribute video shown, and he made some great, points about being a father and how your lessons will live on, so you'll never be forgotten. And that was special too. So they really did a great job having Redbeard on. Him getting that opportunity to pay tribute to his best friend and former tag partner is beyond sentimentally heartwarming, special, whatever you want to call it. It was great. And I'm so thankful they did that. I'm really glad he was able to do that. That was special. That was a great way. I only wish Bray Wyatt gets a chance at some point to pay his respect on television.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll work that in, but you're right. He's Friday night. That's going to be a big thing for Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. But yeah, he's on Raw, isn't that right? Not SmackDown.
So I don't think they'll ever be able to let him do it. I would love to see him do something in the Firefly Funhouse, like dedicate a puppet to him or something.
Oh my God. I don't know what the wrestling fans would think about that. Imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they could do something that would be tasteful and
maybe
fun.
if they paid the family and said, "Hey, we want him to be in the Firefly
it would have
Funhouse
to be
as Luke Harper,
something.
like Harper the.
And then they can sell the puppet for proceeds towards the family.
How about that? Yeah, like Harper the groundskeeper Harper, and he's the one mows the lawn. He comes in the window, and they they pay the family, but they wouldn't do that, But yeah, pay the listen. Hey, we want to give you guys a contract, and you're $50,000, and he's a character, and would you whatever? I mean, I don't know. It's goofy. Who cares? But I mean, it's just a goofy little thing, maybe. But that would have been something I would have. But whatever. I mean, all the tributes in the world aren't going to bring the guy back. So, but it is a nice thing.
It would be nice to just do it in general.
Yeah.
This was my favorite match of the night. I really like John Silver. Johnny Hungry was over, and Alex Reynolds got a great moment to shine here as well. Silver always gets a decent amount of attention online, so it was nice to see Reynolds get a chance to look pretty badass here too. Page looks good as always, and that's just the thing. I'm glad that you got to see Silver do Brodie's discus clothesline, the huge lariat to pin Ortiz at the end. That was really touching as well. So they nailed that. That was certainly my favorite match out of everything we saw tonight.
Now, we're going to go into next week. There's some stuff coming up next week. We have all the matches here, I think, or at least some of them. We're going to talk about what's going on next week and the week after in AEW. And so here's some more of the donos coming in. Mo Camara. What's up, Mo?
Vince cares more about ratings than Brodie.
I don't even know if Vince cares about ratings because his ratings just go down every week and he seems to not care. So I would say Vince doesn't care about ratings. I don't think he cares about anything, it feels like. And if he does, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what's up with that.
No, I don't think he cares about ratings. It certainly doesn't seem that way. And then before we keep the donations rolling in as well, while those are continuing, Anna J, Tay Conti taking on Britt Baker, Penelope Ford. Really, really good women's match.
Uh-huh.
They did a great job. I'm glad that Anna J was able to hold it together long enough to, she broke down after the match ended. And I even liked the after story with Britt Baker saying that it was all a big rig.
Yes.
That was a tribute to John.
The
And then getting attacked was even better. So.
Right.
Tony just said on the post show the TNT title is retired now. Brodie Jr. is the last champ. Expect a new title design soon.
Yep.
Really?
That is official now. So I was waiting for our man Antonio's donation to come through. But yeah, even Sith Neegan pointed that out before that title has been retired. So
that's crazy to me. I can't. Well, that's
he is
crazy.
Officially the final TNT champion, and they're going to make a new title.
Wow.
I wonder if they use the FTW title now, because Darby Allin is the TNT title. So, and he and Brian Cage were supposed to go and face each other. So I wonder if they could use the FTW title in the meantime.
I'm surprised. I got to be honest. I'm surprised about that. I mean, listen, I love tributes and honors, but Jesus, they got rid of the belt?
Yeah, they got rid of the belt. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm shocked, to say the least.
What happens with the Dark Order now?
I think Colt Cabana might take over the Dark Order.
That, or they'll have him and Evil Uno kind of back and forth.
Thank you, Josh.
For head.
We're going to be buying some Brodie Lee t-shirts tonight.
So fucking horny. Hey! I'm so fucking horny. Oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. Happy fucking birthday. Oh my god, so fucking horny. Oh my god, so horny. Oh my god, so horny. Happy birthday. Oh, honey, honey, honey. Donation.
Well, this is just not appropriate. Oh my god. Here comes YouTube. It's YouTube with John Huber.
Hey Joe, it's been a minute since I got to tune in live, but hope to relive my favorite donation.
Woo!
Hope all is well, man. R.I.P. John Huber. This just hit me pretty hard.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been hit up by a lot of people who had stopped watching wrestling or really not watched a lot of wrestling recently in the last 6 months to year to 2 years. And that's the one thing that's been interesting is talking to people that I haven't talked to in a long time about wrestling and people reaching out to me to talk about what's been going on and things like that. So this is Jake DeMarco's favorite dono, so thank you for that.
Absolutely.
And again, instead of donating tonight, man, go buy a t-shirt, shopaew.com.
Here we go.
The Exalted in Heaven.
MLW did a $10 salute for Brodie Lee, too.
Oh, at NXT?
No, on
Pardon
MLW.
the interruption, but Anna J and Tay Conti talk about major booty hottest women in wrestling. Put them on more often.
Absolutely, Mustafa 316. And let me tell you something else. What was I going to say? Oh, god damn.
Yeah, MLW, instead of airing MLW Fusion tonight, they aired just a 10-bell salute to Brodie Lee.
Thunder Rosa, man.
Yeah.
Love to see Thunder Rosa. So love to see her give the attack to Britt Baker.
Yeah. Continues their feud. They even managed to continue some semblance of stories tonight too, so they did it in a respectful way. It didn't feel like, oh, now we're going to have a disqualification or an attack. It worked.
Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna be Kane! It's gonna be Kane!
How can AEW use wrestlers better in a tribute for Brodie Lee than WWE themselves? That's fucking sad.
Right.
Just those pics of Bray Wyatt and Rowan got to me. Fuck you WWE. I hope 2021 takes you out, fucking dick smack cum chugging.
Oh, Malibu Al going in. Just the current design of the TNT Championship isn't retired. Tony said it on AEW. What?
All right, so they're saying that it's just either way, so they're going to retire and make a whole new design of it. All right, either that's still interesting too, no matter what. So
I say just change the strap to white and change a couple things. I actually like.
Yeah, that would work better if they just redesign it and that look is retired. I'd be fine with that.
I gotta be honest, man.
Idea.
The one thing is that kind of stinks is I actually like the belt. I know that a lot of people, whatever. I really loved that belt. I liked it too.
I liked it before it was finished. You know, I liked the
Jesus,
I liked it better when it was, but. You know, I like the red and the silver look originally, and I think they did a great job with the final version of it. So,
yeah, man, I don't know. I just love. I really like the TNT title. I think that thing looks beautiful.
I think they can alter, like you said, the strap color and maybe like a little bit of the plate, and they could still have it look the same but different at the same time, and it'll work. But I don't know if retiring it is something I would have done personally.
Yeah, I don't know if I would go that far, but I definitely would have given the belt to the family.
I would have given him the belt and said, you know, this is from the greatest TNT champion of all time. And, you know, you could say that and certainly present the belt to the family. That was nice.
One thing is, though, that they never do AEW rarely messes things up. So, like, whatever they do feels so authentic and real and honest. A lot of times, not all, you know, they don't nail it every time, but a lot of times they nail things. So, whatever they do.
They are prepared. And Sith said, you know, a silver design with a black strap would be sweet. Yeah, I would like that.
Yes, go for the Winged Eagle meets the IC title.
Yeah, that could be something special.
Yeah. And
why don't you be purple? Hey, I mean, they wanted to do something for Brodie Lee and they did it that way. If it looks good. Because I did like the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that thing had a good look to it.
It looked pretty good. We hadn't seen a belt like that, you know, before.
Shit bomb.
Yeah.
Larry Funk or Tommy's grandpappy, which cracker piece of shit should I dig up and burn then piss on the ashes? Everyone in Kentucky is a cousin lover.
Jesus Christ, what has gone wrong with people? People went from being sad and loving, emotional tonight to just going like savage. Like they're
letting it all out. They're venting.
Now people are just the evil's coming out now, man. The evil Uno is coming out of everybody.
It's all the stages of grief.
I'm going to say dig up Tommy's grandpappy, all right? That guy sounds like he might need a beating, you know?
He might need
please
an
stay
arse
away
whooping.
stay away from Larry, though. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Good Christ.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
What the
Want
fuck?
some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Jericho said it was okay to cry tonight. What a roller coaster of emotions. Every vignette was so touching and I lost it when I saw Colt Cabana.
Yeah, bro, Colt Cabana really got me going. That's the thing that wrecked me. And
right from the start.
Right after Jericho said it's okay to cry tonight, and then it was right after that I was having problems. I was having major man problems tonight, let me tell you.
Absolutely. And then obviously we had the last match. So Team Taz took on Cody Rhodes, Penn, and Orange Cassidy.
I hope for this fire at you guys try to make Brodie king of the wheel. Do it. I dare you all.
Ooh. Well, we couldn't even get our own Larry Funk to get on King of the Wheel. It's ItsBulzie. Because of you.
Yeah, well, he had the lead. He had a
Brodie
very
Lee, boom!
lead.
Brodie Lee Jr. to the head of MJF. Just looks so fucking fantastic. I don't know.
It was a great sell, of course, but it was really delivered very well, too.
Let's go. Why is...
Kids got it.
I have no idea what MK Kratos and Amanda are fighting about. I don't understand that, but you guys will have to tell me later. I don't get it. Don't get it. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, seeing Anna and Tay crying, that was hard to deal with too. Like I said, they held it together till the match.
Yeah! Bought a shirt. Also, quick story. My company worker who worked part-time in WWE production had to stop working due to a heart issue. Also retired from his full-time job. Brodie texted my co-worker asking if he needed anything to holler. Just the type of...
Wow.
I've heard that story in spades today and yesterday.
Fade to black. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Fade to Black, especially for getting a shirt, too. I've seen many people say the same thing.
Petty moved Weller for muting me. You see turtle-looking fuck.
I guess Dwelsh must have gone after Bulzie, and Bulzie's not happy about it. That fight may That's leading up all the way to Friday Night's Monetize This at this point with Bulzie and Welsh, man. They are going in on each other hardcore. It's Bulzie becoming a $5 shit bomb. Thanks, Bulzie.
Just going at it.
There's a good image right there. Like, whoever made this, good job.
Obviously, it was going to be a clean sweep for Dark Order. They could have not had every Dark Order team, though, win. I mean, WWE wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know that for a fact, and anybody says otherwise is wrong.
Monday Night War tonight. War was great.
Oh, no.
Especially when Roman Reigns went crazy and pulled out his penis. I like Roman Reigns' penis. My name is Squire Fat.
Oh my God, a flashback right now. Flashback to Hail Metal Forever.
R.I.P. Brodie Lee. This show was great tribute.
So good.
Really good tribute. I thought I was just going to be sad and just like bored. Like, oh no, man, this is just bad all around.
Because we've seen tribute nights and then they go out there and they don't really wrestle. You get like a quick like, oh, there's the finisher, roll up.
Yes.
And then they play a vignette but the vignettes are just like old wrestling moments that you've seen dozens of times. That is not what they did. Those are all pictures, most of which we've never seen. You know, they got a bunch of footage, they got testimonials, and then they put on stellar matches. All
really
of
was
these
like
matches were so well wrestled.
Yes, the thing is, like, they were well wrestled. The wrestlers actually, you could almost see that they had an extra like jump in their step.
Yeah, extra pep in their step because they wanted to. Like,
Cole Cabana was out there doing
I did this for you.
Cole Cabana was doing like acai moonsaults off the second like rope to the outside.
He went off the second rope and flipping, and same thing. Orange Cassidy was flying. Evil Uno was just leaping around like a madman. Everybody just wanted to put on their best for Brodie Lee.
Right.
And that was just as touching. And all the matches told fun, intelligent, competent stories that make sense. It wasn't just like, oh, we got to give Dark Order the win because it fits with the stories that they're telling. Everything worked. And then they were even able to get heat back afterwards. Obviously, after this match tolls, we see, Darby Allin's music hit, after the lights go out. He comes out with Sting shortly thereafter by his side. I love the snow that they have. They spent all this money on snow machines. They're going to get their money's worth, goddammit. They're going to cover that place in a blizzard every time if they have to, as long as they get their money's worth.
They zoomed in on the snow machine. Did you see that when Sting came out at the end? They zoomed in on the snow machine.
Yeah, they just had a good
kinda
4 or 5 second shot on that snow machine going off.
I was like, no,
okay.
Get that. No, stop that. It's supposed to be, he's making snow happen for real. Why
you saw Taz, the snow hitting his face, and he was like wiping his tongue and bitching about the snow coming down and the way they reacted to it. But I wish they got to come to blows a little bit. We've seen this tease quite a few times with Sting now, but it still worked well. It was a nice moment. So.
Hey, Dwelsh, I taped ballsy butt fucking Amanda and then he shot his man glue in her mouth. Then I poured gasoline on the fat hillbilly bitch and watched the cross-eyed bitch die.
Oh,
Jesus. What happened to the holiday spirit, AJ?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God,
that
dude.
Is brutal.
Whoa. What the fuck is going on, man? Holy crap, man.
That is harsh.
There is no love going on here.
Those are some hot shots.
Oh, my God. Dude. Wow. All right, so hit me up with what's coming up next week.
Next week with the updated card. So New Year's Smash Night 1, we have an appearance by special guest Snoop Dogg. So we don't know about him doing commentary anymore because it says Chris Jericho on commentary. John Moxley returns. We have Jake Hager versus Wardlow, which sign me up. Can't wait for that match.
Finally.
Then we have Cody versus Matt Sydal. Evan friggin' Bourne versus, Dashing Cody. Sign me up for that. I'm excited to see these two go at it because we haven't seen anything from them since, WWE times, obviously. I don't know if they've done anything elsewhere in independence together, but I don't believe so unless I missed it, which is possible. But then we have the Young Bucks and SCU taking on the Acclaimed in TH2. So 8-man tag there. Then we have Abaddon going against Hikaru Shida, excuse me, for that is for the women's championship. Okay, I thought so. And then we have the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega defending against Rey Fenix. So it's certainly a big night all around. Moxley will return. We've got more appearances. Sting will be there, I guess, as well. And then night 2, we have Jurassic Express taking on FTR. So that's been building for quite some time now. So that'll be a good match. Then we have Miro taking on Chuck. And then Britt Baker's taking on Thunder Rosa. That's going to be awesome.
That could be good.
That could be match of the night.
Whoa, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Britt Baker's impressive.
Seriously, Bullseye and Dwelsh, no one gives a fuck about either one of you two. The fact you made this show about yourselves instead of Brodie Lee. Both cunts and no one looks good. Stop acting like immature 13 years old girls. I think I speak for all
fuck you. Fade to black.
Speak for all. Fuck you.
Round
Fade
of
to black.
There's
Hell
a standing ovation right now, probably.
Laying down the law.
Fade to black. Fuck.
Then we also have, besides that women's match, we have Pac taking on Eddie Kingston. Oh my God.
Boom.
Fuck yeah. And then Darby Allin versus Brian Cage for the
I want to slap the fucking black off his face.
That's awesome.
Why would I want any of you on my team? All of you are a bunch of fake fuckers and pretenders.
Ooh.
All of you lack any functioning brain cells working.
Whoa.
All of you go kill yourselves and drown yourselves in your fucking unworking toilets.
Oh, my God, man. BULZY is just full heel, dude. This guy hates the community. He hates all of you. He just hates all of us. He's even told me before, I donate to you, whatever. It's so your kids don't end up homeless because you're an idiot. He's just...
Yeah, see? He's filled with hate.
He's filled with disgusting hate. It's really messed up.
He was like, oh, Jake, you look like you lost some weight. I'm like, yeah, thanks. He's like, not enough, you fat piece of shit. I'm like, Jesus. He's just...
Man, he's
brutal.
He's a sick piece of shit.
It's Christmas time. Gotta get the gifts. Santa's on his way. I wanna make a porn. It's Santa's sleigh. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Let's get it on. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas song. It's Christmas time. This is a fucking Christmas song. I wanna fuck Mrs. Claus. It's Christmas time.
What's good, Jake, Big Daddy Cool, DeMarco, and Joe the podcast Cronin? Merry
Yeah.
Christmas and Happy New Year, fellas. Let's have some laughs. I got
Thank you.
3 recent Vince McMahon memes. Let's all have some laughs to end the year.
We got some Vince McMahon memes going on up on the Wrestle Daily and Botch Club. Botch Club, check them out. There's a lot of funny Vince McMahon botches that Botch Club puts up. So make sure you guys go check them out. Here they are. Do you love wrestling botches? Then you're gonna love Botch Club. With wrestling botches from today, yesterday, and years ago. Whether it's WWE, AEW, or more, Botch Club is insane. Daily botches, hilarious videos, crazy, dangerous maneuvers, things that you may have not even seen yourself. The wrestlers themselves follow Botch Club, and they're in the comments sometimes because they can't get enough of Botch Club either. Whether it's Botch Club on Instagram or TikTok, or their counterpart, the Wrestle Daily. Follow the Wrestle Daily and Botch Club on Instagram and TikTok right now. You won't regret it because everybody else is doing it too. We're talking about 27,000 people. Botch Club. Follow them right now. Don't be a bitch.
Botch Club.
Shout out to Botch Club for sponsoring the show, man. And go to shopaew.com and get the Brodie Lee t-shirt. All the proceeds go to the family, John Hubert. 2 kids, got a wife, got an amazing t-shirt. We're ordering a bunch of t-shirts tonight. Everybody's ordering a Brodie Lee t-shirt. I demand all JCS listeners don't buy one.
He bought the rights to the song that was used in the tribute at the end of Dynamite. he bought it in perpetuity, so the tribute will last forever. No one will ever have to worry about that coming down.
Wow.
So that's incredible.
It's sick, bro, because damn, Tony Khan, man, he got the money, baby.
Exactly. If you have the money, you can do things like that.
He got the money. Was the song significant at all? I didn't know that. If
It
maybe
was,
that was his...
Tom Waits, Old 55.
But I mean, was that like his favorite song?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it played some significance to John in some way. Everything they did was so intentional. I'm sure that must have been one of his favorites.
I slap the fucking black off his face.
Fuck Brodie Lee. He did jack
Oh
shit
my
for the
god,
community,
what
unlike
the
me.
fuck?
You should be thanking me, you fucking pieces of shits.
Wow.
You guys should be
Woolsey.
kissing the ground I walk on, you fucking worthless sacks of shit. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
Swips did the same to me. Fuck.
Wow, man. What kind of damage has been done to this guy?
How many times was Bulzie raped as a child?
What? Jesus.
I mean, just Jesus.
What the fuck what is wrong with you?
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Shell, I told you I was gonna burn Honkyville down. I mean Kentucky or Black Mountain, where Autistico goes around putting his cracker pecker in 14 years old
Oh
handy
my
were
god,
quite
man. What
disabled
the fuck is wrong
bitches.
with you guys? Like on a tribute show tonight like this is what you're talking about? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? This is what happens when you don't beat your kids when they're younger. All right? Come on, man. What the fuck, guys? Jesus Christ. Like, I can't even respond to these. I'm like out of energy to respond to this stuff. This is weird. I mean, you got me. If I think something is weird, you know you've gone bizarre. You know what I mean? When you got Joe Cronin being like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, that's some weird shit, bro. AJ Adams, you're going to love when your buddy Snoop Dogg, right, same skin as you, coming to AEW next week. It's going to be a great time. I guess I'm going to probably finish the night, too, by watching NXT and see what they did. Just to see what their show did, try to...
I do have the
leave the
NXT
depression.
year-end award winners. If you want me to tell them to you, I can. If
No.
you want to be surprised.
No, fuck it. Because you know what? If I know them, then I won't even watch. But I mean, I don't even care about that stuff anyway. So,
Okay.
an award for what? I mean, come on. Go out
Breakout
there.
Star of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Male Competitor of the Year,
Stuff them up your ass. Like, have a go.
Rivalry, Female Competitor, Event of the Year, Match of the Year, stuff like that.
Damn, man.
Do you have a favorite match of the year? Is there one that you can think of that just stands out to you?
It's probably something from AEW. I have trouble remembering what was this year and last year too. Like
A lot of it blurs together, and I was talking about it with Spaz the other day, and he mentioned it to me. So I've obviously just surprised you with this. I've had more time to think about it, but I think out of everything, the NXT UK match that Walter had with Ilya Dragunov, that was just so barbaric and intense. Like I said, it was the most hardcore match without weapons that I've ever seen.
and it's on the WWE's list too. It's on their
Yeah,
list.
it's on their top list. It's on the network's top list. A lot of people's top of the year.
Is Ryback,
Oh shit!
cry back. Give me some
Oh,
more
shit.
money. My name's Ryback.
It's one of the top donators of all time, Schleppy.
I know why Bulzie is bitter. His mom never got him hooked on phonics. It's Barry, not Barry, you illiterate dumb fuck. BTW Joe, use this donation for another shirt.
Schleppy, thank you, man, for the $40. We're gonna buy another Brodie Lee T-shirt with Schleppy's
Hell yeah.
donation. Schleppy, still a patron. Thank you, Schleppy. We're gonna buy another Brodie Lee T-shirt.
Thank you, Schleppy. That's so awesome.
Thank you,
so
brother.
glad to hear from you. Hope you had a happy holiday.
Thank you, Schleppy, man. Yeah, 20 looks like 28.49, so perfect stuff, man. We're gonna get another one. I've got I've got the website open. I haven't bought anything yet, but I got the website open. I'm ready to go. Boom.
Shut the fuck up, Jake. With your fate ass looking like a parallel universe. So fucking fat that I looked in Google Earth, I saw your belly button, you fat fuck.
Damn, Bulls, he's still coming at me. I thought
Oh
we
my
were
God.
friends, you rat bastard. I'll get you back. Don't you worry. Your time's coming. Karma's a bitch.
Wow. Well, now that he donated, I got his IP address. You want to go get him?
Oh, I'll go get him. I'll surprise him. He'll like it too much. That's the problem. He likes to be
Unbelievable.
tortured.
He's a sicko.
He's sick. He's a freak.
Next thing you know, he'll be going after your daughter.
I'm surprised he hasn't started to yet.
Oh, man.
That's next.
Yeah, it's always about the kids at some point. Listen, man, shopaew.com. Buy a Exalted One Brodie Lee t-shirt tonight, right now. The website crashed today. So go check it out, man. Go check it out, man. Go buy a t-shirt tonight, man. It's crazy. They're flying off the handle tonight. They've set the record on pro wrestling tees for the most shirts sold within 24 hours. Absolutely incredible stuff from AEW. I'm telling you, follow me on Twitter at JCS Commentary. Email me, joecronenshow@yahoo.com. What a tribute to Brodie Lee, John Hubert tonight. His family's there. The fans are crying. I was crying. I cried so much that I have sinus pains again. I felt great. Like, and then now I don't feel so good because all this shit running through my face.
About to get it, man. Here we go.
Thank you, sir.
Here we go. Oh,
Thank you, Schleppy.
To any person that says F you to Brodie Lee, just leave the family alone. They've been through enough. This is wrong. He deserves better than this.
Victor Rodriguez. I don't know why anybody would really say that. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, everybody loved the guy. I mean, if you're saying that, I mean, that's just weird attention stuff.
Exactly. Tony Khan started off the night by saying to everybody, please no swearing and have a great time. And then I heard it clear as day. Somebody yelled out, fucking Cody Rhodes.
I heard fucking Brodie Lee. Let's go, like, fucking Brodie Lee or fucking Brodie.
I heard that once as well, too. So it definitely came across clear as day.
You're right.
And there's Tony saying, please don't swear. Okay, so the AEW TNT Championship is not being retired. The specific belt given to Brodie Jr. was.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
that's coming from WrestleZone, but ADTR sent us that,
because
so thank you.
That's the belt that they assume, they always use that belt, so here's that belt, but now we'll go get another belt.
That's a good touching tribute.
I like that.
That's nice.
Don't get rid of the whole belt. Jesus.
Yeah, no. The original thing that I read said it was weird the way they recapped it, but it was just like the donation saying that they retired the belt. So
yeah, appreciate the info. Is there anything else you're looking forward to in the coming weeks here?
I'm about to get it, man.
Oh,
here we go. About to get it, man. Here
with
we
what's
go.
going on, I'd love to know.
Oh no!
I look into the mirror. My face puts all your faces to shame.
Yeah, I mean, Bulzie, I heard you had a big pecker. I mean, that's what I've heard. Big pecker down there. Bulzie.
I know size doesn't matter. I'm telling you.
Sami Zayn also says, look at this. This crushed me. Oh, my God.
That killed me. That was so just profound.
What a rump on Rowan, man.
He's a big man.
Big guy.
Big guy. That was one of the things, seeing Luke Harper live in person. I remember Danny and I were there, and that was the one time we got to sit on the floor, and he was just so massive coming out with the Wyatt family, but he was so agile for a big guy that's what made him so special. Obviously, I had watched him in NXT, but seeing him in person and the way he moved was so fluid.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Incredible.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Uh-oh, AJ Adams is going in.
I'm not done, redneck homos. I hope Dwelsh gets his face fixed, because every time I think God does make mistakes, and Amanda will never see straight unless it's dick sucking.
Oh,
Jesus.
God. Good God, Amanda. He's going after Amanda Carmen now?
I guess so.
I mean, everyone's going after Amanda Carmen. Like, MK Kratos I don't even understand what that's about. I don't even know what that fight's about, to be honest. Like, I see that they're having problems or a fight or whatever it is, and I don't even know what it's about. Hey, someone became a member. I didn't see a membership thing pop up. Did you see a membership thing pop up?
No, but Spectral Citizen joined the JCS Army, so thank you.
I don't know why, but there's supposed to be an alert for that. Spectral Citizen, thank you, man, for becoming a member. Shout out to you, man, and thanks to everybody else who has become members over the course of time. What's up to Sneaker Addict, man? Hey, man, how's Ryback doing? No, what's up, Sneaker Addict? How you been, man?
Tony Schiavone clarified the particular belt that was given to little Brodie tonight has been retired, not the championship itself. He said that is not the case. The belt was, and rightfully so. But originally what he said that -1 would have that TNT belt and the company would come up with a new belt. So that's why it was so confusing.
Yeah, well, you know what it is Tony he's nervous on camera, and especially
I'm glad he clarified, but I'm not a crazy person, neither are you, for thinking that.
No,
he did say they're going to come up with a new belt. So
well, yeah, a lot of people thought it. So
yeah, I'm glad that Tony Khan had him clarify so that Schiavone made it clear.
Yeah, dude. Tony does the best he can on the mic. He was very, very tough situation to be on TV tonight too. So of all the nights for Tony Khan to have to say some things into a microphone, it's a rough night to have to say stuff. So he probably didn't get it out the way he wanted to exactly say it, and it's a hard thing to do under that type of deal. So but thankfully, yeah, it's clarified. Big deal. Okay, good. You give the belt to whatever. It's over with. People need to make a big deal out of it. Beyond that, is come on, like, what are you doing? So, but I think it's come to the time where we're going to wrap this thing up here. And
I mean, we know about the next 2 nights for New Year's Smash. Obviously, January 6th and 13th. We said before, we've got Shida versus Abaddon and Omega and Phoenix as the main matchups for night 1. And then the Wednesday after, we have Pac versus Eddie Kingston, Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, and then Darby Allin taking on Brian Cage for the TNT title. So 2 stacked nights. Card looks fantastic. A lot of good undercard stuff on there too. Hager, Wardlow, Cody against Seidel. Jericho's going to be on commentary. Snoop Dogg will be there. Miro and Chuck. Jurassic Express, FTR. It's just stacked. It's going to be a hell of a New Year's show. Plus NXT has their New Year's Evil show as well. So a lot to take in the next few weeks.
New Year's Evil. Look out for the New Year's Evil. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. And we appreciate it. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for bearing through. It's been a weird last couple of weeks and whole year, but here we go, man. I'm sure I'll be live with a bunch of stuff this week. The New Year's party. Next week's AEW show is going to be big. We'll be live tomorrow night with Out of Nowhere, and I'll have more videos coming out in the day, night. Shame on News, Corrupted Nation, Evil Spectrum 3, Twitch, everywhere else. Wrestle Daily. Don't forget to go support the family. Support them. ShopAEW.com for Brodie Lee. And ladies and gentlemen, now we will unveil our rating for tonight. The long-awaited rating of the AEW Dynamite program. Unbelievable. What's it going to be? Rest in peace, Brodie Lee.
Joe, can you please end it with my latest post? It's my post to hitting 85,000 on TikTok.
Woo! What? I will try to find it for you, Botch Club, but honestly, I already hit the button. My bad, man. I'll get you tomorrow night on Out of Nowhere. I'll make a big deal out of it tomorrow night. But check them out on TikTok, Botch Club. And check them out on Instagram, Botch Club and Wrestle Daily. Let me go take a look at it and see what it is, and I'll play it tomorrow if I can. Tomorrow on Out of Nowhere, hopefully there'll be some wrestling news that pops off during the day. ShopAEW.com. I'll hit you up tomorrow night, Botch Club. And, I almost forgot the rating. The rating, me and Jake, boom! Brodie Lee, John Huber, Luke Harper, AEW. Rest in peace to the Exalted One. What a fucking sad week it's been. Great tribute. Lots of love to his family, man. Our thoughts are with his family and everybody who knew him. Good night, everybody. I'll see you on Twitter probably tonight. I won't be able to sleep for a while here. And we give it a perfect 10 out of 10 tonight. And we love you guys. Good night.